I am about to tell you something that might upset you. Everything you know about getting older is completely wrong. And the worst part, the people who should be telling you this, your parents, your teachers, society, they are either lying to you or they don't know themselves. I am 52 years old. I have spent the last 10 years learning what nobody tells you about time, legacy, and how to actually live. But before that, I spent 20 years climbing the corporate ladder, chasing the same promotions, the house, the respect, only to realize at 42 that I had been sleepwalking throughout my entire life. So, what happened at 42 that changed everything? My name is Parshwanath, but you can call me Dr. VP Jain. I hold a professional doctorate, not a medical degree. I am a digital transformation lead with over 20 years in enterprise technology. I worked with Fortune 500 companies, architecting multi-million-dollar systems, traveled from India to Malaysia and then to Singapore, where I settled down, got my permanent resident and became a naturalized citizen and call it a home and started building my life. I got married to a wonderful and an understanding wife. My daughter is 21 years old, my son is 19 years old. Both are now pursuing their chartered accountant in Singapore. So from the outside, I had it all figured out. But at 42, I found a lump. The doctors need to remove it and they feared it might be a colorectal cancer. The surgery went fine. Turned out it was a benign, just a lump. But here's what haunts me. Those weeks waiting for the biopsy results felt like years. I watched my wife cry, holding my hand. I got a bouquet from my company wishing me well. One friend just visited, just one. And the world, it keeps spinning. Everyone kept running. Nothing stopped. But it's okay, I don't blame any of them. The doctors told me I was lucky. And you know what? They were right. Because lying in that hospital bed with nothing to do but think, I realized something terrifying. I have been living my entire life on an autopilot. I wasn't really alive. I was just checking the boxes, meeting everyone's expectations, postponing the life I actually wanted to live. And if I had died that day, if it had been a cancer, what would I have left behind? A nice house, a retirement account, a collection of achievements nobody would remember in 5 years' time. So let me tell you the biggest lie you will probably telling yourself right now. I have time. I will do that later. When I am older, I will finally live the life I want. I see people in their 20s, 30s, even 40s, and they are saying the same thing. When I make more money, I will be happy. When I got that promotion, I will relax. When the kids are grown, then I will travel. When I retire, then I will finally do what I love. Let me save you decades of regrets with one simple truth. That day never comes. You know why? Because the goalpost keeps moving. You get that promotion, suddenly you need the next one. You make more money, suddenly you need even more. You are always chasing something that is out of reach. And before you know it, you wake up old and wonder where your life went. You can't climb back down and start over again. Time doesn't work that way, my friend. Here's something nobody tells you when you're in. Success is not a terrible goal, but you need to be mindful about it. And I say this as someone who has achieved everything I set to achieve. I got an on-site opportunity because I'm from the information technology, moved to Malaysia, then to Singapore. So I earned the respect, I got the house, I settled, started growing my family, and you know what? None of that matters. When you achieve your goal, you feel amazing for about 48 hours. Then the feeling fades, you're back to the baseline. Now you need to have a new goal, a bigger achievement, more validation. It's just an hamster wheel. I had a friend who made it big in information technology for working in a bank. Worked more than 80 hours a week, got a beautiful condominium, nice family, but he never really took a vacation. Kept saying always that maybe he will slow down next year, but the next year never came. He had a heart attack and sadly to say that he passed away. At his funeral, his son said, "My father was a successful man, but I barely knew him. So, is that the legacy you want?" Here's nobody tells you about regret. Your regrets won't be about the things you did wrong. They are all about the things you didn't do at all. I don't lie awake at the night thinking about the missed opportunities or the project failures. Those don't matter. You know what keeps me up? The trips I postponed because of work. The book I always wanted to write but never started. The time I didn't spend with my kids because I was working late. The conversations I avoided because I was too busy. The I love you I didn't say because I assumed there will be always more time. The things that eat you, the missed opportunities, the roads not taken, the risk you didn't take because you are afraid. The people you love, your parents, your siblings, your close friends, you think you have unlimited time with them? You don't. One day, sooner you think that time will run out and there won't be always be more. So after my operations, I made big changes. I stepped back from overworking. I'm not saying don't work. As an employee, it's your obligation to the employer to do the work. You need to do the work. But collaborate. Don't be a bottleneck. Work towards progress. But don't overwork. I stopped believing the world would stop without me. I started saying no to things that didn't matter. And I started saying yes to things I put off for decades. In these last 10 years, I have learned more about life than I did in the previous 20. And what I have learned is embarrassingly very simple. Time with people you love. Work that feels meaningful to you. Experiencing things, not owning things. Creating memories, being present. I know it sounds simple. When I was at your age, I would have rolled my eyes. Sure, but I have bills to pay. And yes, you do. I'm not saying quit your job and run away to a resort in Bali and start enjoying your life. I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm saying don't sacrifice what matters for what doesn't. Here's a question I want you to ask yourself, and I want you to answer it honestly. If you die tomorrow, would you be satisfied with the life you have lived so far? Sorry to ask this question. Is it not? Would people be impressed by your eulogy? It's not about did you achieve enough, just would you be satisfied? If the answer is no, then what you are waiting for? What are you going to do with your time that's so important you are willing to gamble your one precious life on it? I am 52 years old. If I am lucky, maybe I have another 20 more years. Maybe a 30 if I am blessed. Probably less. And I am okay with that. Because these last 10 years have been the richest of my life. Not because I made more money. Because I finally started living intentionally. I have traveled to places I always wanted to see. I have deepened my relationship with my kids and my wife. I have pursued my hobbies. I've said I love you more times than I can count. I'm happier now at 52 than I was at 32 when I thought I had all the time in the world. That's the irony. When you understand time is limited, you actually start to live. You stop wasting it and you stop postponing joy. But here's the thing, when I try to tell young people this, their friends and colleagues, they don't listen. Not because they are bad people, but because they can't. They are living in the storm right now. They can't see the patterns yet. They think their situation is unique and everybody's situation is unique. That's the old rule, doesn't apply to them. That's why I am creating this video and intended to make this into the channel, because maybe, just maybe, if enough people hear this message, someone will actually listen. Someone will make different choices. Someone will avoid the regrets that haunt people like me. I'm not making this channel to impress you, my friend, or to seem wise. I'm making it because I'm running out of time. And there are things you need to hear before it's too late. Not for me, for you. So you have a choice right now today. You can keep living the way you're living, chasing success, putting off happiness, telling yourself you will make the next time later. Or you can wake up. It's either a blue pill or the red pill. Realize that time is running out faster than you think. And the life you are waiting to live needs to start now. I can't make this choice for you. But I can tell you this. You don't want to wake up old. Look back, wishing you had made different choices. So before you move on to the next video, I need you to do 3 things. First, ask yourself this question again. Sorry to say this. If I die tomorrow, would I be satisfied? And if the answer is no, please write down one thing you are going to do differently. Not someday. Start today. Second, I kindly request you to subscribe to my channel. I am going to share about my travel plans and how I engage with my teenage kids and what is the kind of finance I'm trying to manage. I'm also trying to talk about health. I'm trying to improve myself. I'm not a fitness freak, but I need to be healthier, to enjoy the vacation, to enjoy the travel. So I will be sharing all those things and I don't want you to miss it. And the third thing, leave a comment below and tell me what is the one thing you have been keeping postponing. What are you going to start doing differently? I want to hear from you. The clock is ticking for all of us. So what you are going to do with your time, with your limited time, please let me know your comments. Wishing you all the